My name is Mark DeJesus, teacher and author of numerous books. I love equipping believers in their mental health and heart healing journey. And today, I am married to the love of my life. And next year, we're going to celebrate 20 years of marriage. I am a father to two children, Maximus and Abigail. I love being a husband. I love being a dad. But this would not be possible had I not worked through a very, very difficult struggle and battle with something called obsessive compulsive disorder. And there's a specific aspect of OCD that numerous people struggle with. It has to do with anxious disturbance when it comes to the subject of romantic commitment moving towards marriage. It was the late 1990s and early 2000s. I was working as a pastor on staff at a growing church. Everything seemed like it was going great from the outside, but within, I was really struggling with a ferocious obsessive anxiety. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know how to deal with it. I didn't even know what was happening to me. So it took a journey of me embracing heart healing, learning about mental health, learning about this obsessive compulsive struggle that led me onto a journey of learning and at times relearning and practicing what it means to actually walk through this battleground and experience what I really wanted. I wanted to be married. I wanted to have a family, but I had a lot of anxious disturbance that got in the way. This anxiety would just rise up within me and doubts would start swirling and I'd become so confused. And the anxiousness was so strong, I sometimes, many times wondered, is this God trying to tell me something? And I would just get caught in this emotional turmoil constantly. Little did I know I had this perfectionistic, just right distortion. It's a part of OCD that was infiltrating my thinking and how I viewed marriage and how I viewed romantic love and what that even looked like. And what I didn't realize was I was getting caught in a whirlwind of a myth. And it's a myth that many Christians can fall into. And it's this myth that someday, somehow, I'm going to find the perfect person to marry that God has for me. It could sound great on the surface, but there can be a lot of underlying distortions that feed this perspective. It's called OCD, and specifically relationship OCD. Some people would chalk this up as just commitment issues or commitment anxiety, intimacy issues, and sure, those things can be a factor. But many don't realize how obsessive compulsive tendencies even work, how they impact us, and how to actually work through it. So I had to really roll up my sleeves and allow God to do some healing and transformative work in how I approached marriage, how I approached the subject of moving towards marriage, and how I approached the subject of unconditional love. In my book, The OCD Healing Journey, I lay out the framework of the many different battles that obsessive compulsive people can face. It's a roadmap overall on how to address this. But I wanted to write a specific book that narrows down on the subject of relationship OCD because this was a very intense battle. And to this day, I run into people and interact with people every single day who have this battleground. So in writing a book on this subject, I dedicate this to the people that are struggling with relationship OCD. It's called The Myth of the Perfect One, Healing Through the Distortions of Relationship OCD. Maybe you're in the dating stage, maybe you're in the engagement stage, maybe you're about to be married, maybe you're already married and you're recognizing these factors in your life and your journey. I see relationship OCD in all those stages of life. I wanted to create a very simple but straightforward book that lays out a roadmap on how to work through the distortions, because there are distortions that get in the way of us learning to love and be loved. There's a lot of anxiety and a lot of doubts and a lot of perfectionistic tendencies that get in the way. And I want to help equip you to be able to navigate through these things. Some of it is going to be some healing, some of it's going to be some relearning, some of it is going to be some practicing and working through it. But I want to be a brother from another mother, to stand alongside and be a voice to this journey in your life, to help you to realize you're not alone in this. You can have a fruitful marriage. You can have a family, but it's going to take some work. It's going to be work of the heart. So maybe you find yourself struggling with relationship OCD. You got a lot of doubts, you got a lot of anxiousness, and these distortions are rising up, and people do their best to try to help you and give you some feedback, and many times they don't know what to do because you constantly chase your doubts. You chase the anxiety. You have avoidance patterns. You're trying to make your feelings feel perfect. You're chasing all these thoughts and emotions that move you in ups and downs. This book is for you. So I encourage you today to take the journey with me to face relationship OCD. You may have a battle with it, but it doesn't have to own your life and own your journey. There is a better future available to you. So I invite you to take this journey with me to get a copy of The Myth of the Perfect One and allow your heart to experience healing and renewal, to face these areas of anxiety, doubt, and pressure that you struggle with in your emotions and walk to a better future where you're going to learn about unconditional love in a whole new way. I look forward to taking that journey with you.